days, and what we have seen have been very spotty, very isolated, and very light, and primarily around the tri-state area. But that's the stream of moisture that's been coming in for the last few days. And finally, a front adds a little more lift, a little more movement in the atmosphere, a little more capability to see something more productive. And we've seen those areas of rain across the interior of the Deep South. So as that front slides closer to the region with a little swirl of low pressure along it, there's going to be a little more activation of coverage of rain for some of our own local communities and neighborhoods, particularly in the morning across southern Georgia, as it appears in the forecast and focus, while clouds will thicken throughout most other locations. As that front slides to the south slowly, we'll see more of that shield of rain moving in that very same general direction towards the south. So that means by about midday, we can have at least a few batches of showers and a couple of embedded thunderstorms in the mix across the state line counties, and that can maybe cause a little bit of a dampening trend for that afternoon time frame. Timing is fairly confident that it'll be during the daytime hours, at least in the morning time frame when there's a little less activity going on in the atmosphere. So the overall risk for strong thunderstorms is pretty low. There can be a couple gusty trends, and there can be some downpours that can cause rain to accumulate to a fairly decent amount across South Georgia in particular, especially if it takes that form that was shown in the forecast and focus, a little more broad brush rain activity north of the state line in the morning, kind of becomes a little more scattered into the afternoon, but still overall expectations about a quarter, half an inch, maybe upwards of an inch in some of the higher amounts. High pressure comes in on Saturday. There can be some leftover moisture on northeast winds, and that can keep some clouds locked into place. Sunday, if you're looking for more sunshine, I think that is the day for the weekend that offers a bit more sunshine, maybe another little batch of drier air that tries to come in for the Monday, Tuesday time frame. But all that does is keep our temperatures on an above average trend, just like for tonight. Lows around 60, upper 50s in some cases, and then forecast highs for tomorrow will be primarily in the 70s. There can be a few warmer pockets if the rain is a little bit delayed, but we're still looking at near or slightly above average temperatures, and then climbing even higher than that for early next week as high pressure starts to build in. That's going to put our highs close to 80 degrees for a few times next week.